I shall now discuss the question of the rules of good practice. I know that in English it's probably rules of best practice, but I don't care. Best means that it is best. I want to do something good. That's the beginning. So I call them rules of good practice in science. The question is that you do science, and the question is to do it well. Science is something quite difficult, and you have to know how to make it. In particular, if you are a student, but as well if you are a scientist, there are reasons to ask oneself, am I doing well? I'm not discussing the question of honesty. Of course, we have to be honest. We should not lie, we should not cheat, and there is no reason, when you are really interested in science, there is no reason to be dishonest, because your main goal is not to be honest or dishonest. The main goal is to focus on what can I discover. I don't care about stealing the result of someone, because I want to discover something, not to steal. So you see, this is a funny question. So I'm discussing only the question of how to improve what I'm doing. And this can be a detail, like using a scale, or something much more difficult, like how to find a theoretical consequence of a theory. So you see, there are many slots. Indeed, there are, let's say, the slots, the chapters in this group of audio podcasts, or in French they are written podcasts, written posts. But you have a lot of audio podcasts in English. There is a structure, and this structure is more or less the structure of scientific activity. So, indeed, I remind you the goal of science, sciences of nature in particular. I'm not discussing human and social sciences. I'm only discussing physics, chemistry, biology, astronomy, and so on, sciences of nature. So the goal is to look for the mechanism of phenomena. Okay, you have a phenomenon, for example, the blue sky, and you ask the question, why is the sky blue? And then you have a method, and this method, I invite you to tell your environment what is this method. It's very simple. First, you identify a phenomenon, okay, the blue sky, for example. Then you measure everything. You characterize the phenomenon quantitatively. Imagine that, for example, that you investigate the blue sky. You will measure the blue color in all directions, for example, or the intensity, or the spectrum distribution, or the variation with the time of the year, the hour of the day, and so on and so on. So second part, making a lot of measurements, which means that you produce a lot of data, of figures. Number three, when you have this data, you group them synthetically into laws. This is what you learn in high school. For example, P equal mg or U equal Ri. These are the physical laws. In chemistry, you have the equivalent. In biology, you have other laws, which means equations. Okay. When you have these equations, number four, you put this equation all together and you make a theory, which means that you have to introduce notions and concepts. For example, entropy or ionic potential and so on. So you have to produce this. The next step is not to demonstrate a theory, because the theory, scientific theory, is always wrong. If you hear someone telling you this theory has been scientifically demonstrated, you are sure that this person does not understand anything. Okay. So what you do is not to demonstrate, is to refute, to try to refute. It means that you have the theory and you look for a consequence that you can taste experimentally. And then you make the experimental test. You go back to the lab and you test the consequence, and you ask the question, is this consequence all right or not? If the consequence is not right, logically, it means that the theory has to be improved. And indeed, all scientific theories have to be improved. So you know, there are various steps, and for each step, there are rules of good practice. For example, using a scale, you have to control the scale. Using a thermometer, you have to control the thermometer. For example, in water plus ice and in boiling water. Using a nuclear magnetic resonance machine, you have to apply certain rules. But also intellectually, you have to apply rules. When you make a bibliography, when you write an article, there are certain rules that you have to apply. And in order to apply, you have to know them. And this was the goal of this group of podcasts, to help the students and ourselves, again, to improve day after day. So each week now, there will be a new audio podcast on the internet site of AgroParisTech about one particular topic about that. Of course, there will be also general reflections. By the way, I would be very happy if, when you read these things or when you hear at the podcast, you send me remarks at icmg@agroparisTech.fr. If you disagree, if you have a proposal, if you propose a correction, if you tell me that something is missing, I will be so happy. Because I have the feeling that if you do that, we share something in common. We share the excitement of sciences of nature.